The usage loophole, how to double your sponsored post income. If you are sending a corporate brand an invoice with only one single line item on it, you're actively leaving up to 60% of your money on the table. A brand deal is never just a single transaction. It is the creation of a multifaceted digital asset. And if you don't know how to slice up that asset and sell the pieces individually, corporate accounting departments are robbing you blind. Today, we're going to fix your invoicing. I'm going to expose the usage loophole. I'm Roger Wakefield. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer of Sponsorships and the founder of SponsorKit.pro. Now, I have secured massive upfront contracts with global titans, and I can tell you exactly how corporate brands think. If you don't charge them for it, they will absolutely take it for free. Now, in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to instantly transform a basic $2,000 baseline post into a $5,000 executed contract, simply by restructuring the exact way that you present your invoice. So let's talk about the trap of the flat fee invoice. You get on a call with a brand. You agree to do a dedicated video for $2,000. It's a really short video. You send them an invoice that says one YouTube video, $2,000, and you think you won. But the brand just executed the ultimate heist because you didn't define the boundaries of that $2,000. The brand assumes they own everything. They take your video and they run it as paid ads on their Facebook. They rip the audio and use it on a podcast. They make a commercial out of it. They take the raw B-roll that you filmed and give it to their internal editing team to make 10 new commercials, 100 new shorts. You gave them a $20,000 advertising campaign for a couple of grand. All because your invoice was sloppy. All because you didn't have the right things in your contract. A media operator never sends a one-line invoice. A media operator uses itemized licensing. You must break your invoice into 3 distinct, non-negotiable line items. Now, you don't have to do this, not if your contract is right. Remember that. Always refer back to your contract. What are you actually charging them for? But if you're not doing a contract, if it's just, here's what we'll do. Line item number 1 is the deliverable and distribution fee. This is the baseline. This covers your time to film the video, edit the video, and post it organically to your audience. This is your $2,000. Me, I charge a lot more than that. But with the Sponsor Kit price value calculator, you'll know what your videos are worth. But line item number 2 is a paid media usage. Now, we talked about this in our whitelisting video, but it applies to your invoice structure directly. The brand wants to take that video and put corporate ad spend behind it. That is a completely separate license. On the invoice, you add 30-day paid media usage rights, $1,500. Now, here's the ultimate secret weapon. Line item number 3, the raw asset buyout. Corporate brands are desperate for raw, authentic content. They will often ask, hey, can you send us the raw, unedited clips so our team can play around with them? I say no. The amateur creator says, sure, here's the Google Drive link. The media operator says, absolutely. Full commercial buyout of the raw, unedited B-roll assets is an additional $2,500. You add it as the 3rd line item on your invoice. You see what just happened? You did not film an extra second of footage. You didn't do any extra work. You shot the video. You uploaded it. But by closing the large loophole and itemizing your assets, your $2,000 deal just became a whole lot more. You added money to it. Legally, and that invoice can be your legally binding contract. It tells them, hey, but don't get me wrong, make sure you've got all this stuff in your original contract to look back at. But here's the reality that most creators run into. If you try to throw these ideas into a last-minute invoice, the brand is going to push back, not because they don't want to pay, but because you didn't set the expectations early. That's where I talk about the contract. You cannot introduce your structure at the end of the deal. You have to present it at the beginning. That means showing the brand upfront how you work. what's included, what's optional, where the boundaries are. And guys, I think about that from the very first phone call. When we're on the call with them, I ask them, what are you wanting this video for? Is this awareness? Is this product knowledge? Or is this you're wanting me to sell something? But then we talk about exclusivity. We talk about how long this contract lasts. We talk about their usage rights. This is where tools like SponsorKit.pro actually help you. Inside the platform, you're not relying on a messy document or trying to explain everything over emails. You build a clean 6-card sponsor first pitch deck that outlines your offer in a structured way. You're not itemizing every possible fee automatically. You're presenting clear options. And me, I like to get those all worked out up front. But if you're wanting to add that on your invoice, you can do that because then there's options. You want to have things in there like what the core deliverable includes, what additional usage could look like, and how a brand can expand the partnership if they want more. Now, the brand understands the structure before money is ever talked about. And when you present it like that, something changes. You're no longer reacting to the deal. You're guiding the deal. The brand isn't surprised by your pricing. You've talked about it up front. Now they're choosing how they want to engage. That's a completely different position to negotiate from. If you're just getting started, the rookie and creator tiers inside SponsorKit.pro are a great place to begin. They give you the foundation, organizing your information, building pitch decks, and starting real conversations with brands in a very professional way. But as your deals get more complex, the numbers get bigger, you'll want more flexibility in how you structure and present them. And that's where the Pro and Pro Plus tiers come in. You get access to a pricing calculator, the SponsorKit Price Value Calculator, to help you think through your deal structure before you even get started, along with customizable invoicing so you can clearly present what's included and how a brand can expand the partnership. At the end of the day, this isn't about tricks or loopholes. It's about clarity. When you clearly define what a brand is paying you, you stop giving things away by accident. You don't need complex legal language. You don't need some hidden formula. You just need structure. Set expectations early. Present your value clearly. Make it easy for brands to understand how to work with you. That's how you protect your work and get paid what it's actually worth. Click the link below, upgrade to SponsorKit.pro or Pro Plus as soon as you can. Lock in your wording. Start itemizing your usage and buyout fees and instantly double your sponsorship income. SponsorKit.pro, it's your turn to be on top.